Hello everybody, I'm going to present you today how to make a 220 volts touch switch circuit for your lights and bulbs and whatever you have. Alright, so touch switch light circuit on the go. Let's get started. Alright, for the project we're going to need a couple of stuff and pay very attention, sit back, enjoy, and let's start it. Alright, so we're gonna need a plug like this one. We're gonna need a battery holder for the 18650 cell, the cell itself, a special connector like this. I don't know how it's called, maybe you know and let me know in the comments below. Looks like this. Some electrical wires, you can say from a plug, a non-plug, an extension cord or whatever you have. Our touch switch circuit, which I have a video here, how to make this one. It's very interesting and very useful. Without this you cannot make it, so check it out. Here it is, a preview with the touch switch circuit. Alright, we're gonna need a MOSFET transistor. This one is IRFZ44N, which is built into the touch switch. And the most important part, our 2 relay board. This one you have to buy it online, or if you can harvest the 220 relays, that's up to you. But I chose this board because it's got some safety feature inside, it's protected, and it's got some diodes and pins out and LEDs all built in. This one is like 5-6 pounds or maybe less, and if you want to wait from China you can buy for cheap. They are all made in China, so don't worry about it. Okay, so let's get started. I'm gonna start with the touch switch. That's a video here and into the description below and on instructable.com. This touch switch has 3 pins. This is the load, the black one is plus, and the blue one is minus. Alright, back to the relay board. This is the key for controlling any 220 volts appliances, lights, fan, whatever you have, motors, alarms, whatever you have. In order to be able to make this touch switch light circuit, we have to take in mind this board. Alright, so I have this board like so, and I did draw a bigger diagram for you guys to see it. Alright, so from left to right it's got like 1, 2, 3, 7 pins. This one, the first one is JD VCC, VCC, ground. Take it, so is this one over here. Then it's got another ground, in 1, in 2, and VCC. In 1 and in 2, meaning there are 2 relays, and 1 and 2. On the other hand, the output of the relay is on 2 and COM, and on 1 and COM as well. Yeah. For our project of today, to build a touch switch light circuit, 220 volts, or if you're gonna have 120 relays, that's it. We're gonna use the ground, in 2 and VCC, and on the output part, on 2 and COM 2. These 3 pins, especially these 2 ones, are connected through a jumper. So we're gonna leave it as it is, no modification, nothing. Instead, we're gonna use these pins. But first, I'm gonna show you how to hook up the load. Basically, the load to any relay is gonna go in series between on 2 and COM 2. I'm gonna show you straight away. Alright, now how to hook up the relay load. In our case, an LED bulb, 3 watts, 240 volts. Alright, so the LED has 2 pins. Our plug has 3 pins, but we're not gonna use the third one because it's ground. Alright, so we got 2 pins, 2 pins. Okay, so we're gonna connect 1 pin of the bulb, doesn't matter which one, to 1 pin of the input or the plug. We're gonna then isolate a wire with shrink wrap or with electrical tape, whatever we have, and we are left with two terminals because these are joint and two terminals. We're gonna take now two wires, we're gonna connect them to our terminals, and as well we're gonna isolate this one, so be very careful, watch out, there's no mess around with 220 or 240 volts. Doesn't need much, just one, and that's it, you're done. So be very attention. Okay, now we have our two terminals, and from our relay board, as I told you in the bigger diagram here, we're gonna use this one, on2 and COM2. So as it is, we're gonna connect the wires, the extended wires, to COM2 and OHM2. Doesn't matter which one goes which, basically this one is just a switch. Alright, I'm gonna isolate all the wires and be back. So we got this all assembled. As you can take path of the wires, the 220 relays with a in plug and a bulb. You can follow the wires and you're gonna end up to the conclusion that we used just these two pins of the two relay board for making our touch switch light circuit. Light circuit relay touch switch, that's it. Alright, so we have this one. Now we're gonna take our thingy, our connector, and we're gonna plug it in this one because it's got 4 connector, 4 pins. Okay, and we got 4 wires as in this diagram. Ground is from negative, VCC is plus, and this pin in 2, in our case because we connected the load here, in 2, if we're gonna touch into to the ground, we're gonna see that we got light. Alright, so practical demonstration, very easy. Alright, so we have our power supply. In our case is an 18650. This is the minus, this is the plus. Minus goes to the first pin, which is the ground in our schematic previously. I'm gonna pause it. And the positive, which goes to the far right pin. In our case, in a diagram and in the relay board is VCC. Alright, so we have this one connected. As you can see here, yeah? If we're gonna touch this one to the ground, there you go. And see the tiny LED? So the in 2, you're gonna touch it to ground. Boom. The output 1 is gonna light. And if we're gonna touch the in 2, here you go. So right, left. You see? This is it. Very simple. Now we're gonna plug it to the mains and I'm gonna show you working live. Alright folks, now we're gonna plug it to the mains. Be very careful once again. Okay. Okay, we have to plug in, we have the battery connection, and we have these 2 terminals. Now if we're going to touch the one that we have no connection, just makes the beeps, lights the LED, but nothing happens. But when we're going to touch the one that we have the connection to it, surprise, 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 so it's working, yes. Alright, now the final step, we're going to attach the touch switch to this one. Alright, so unplug the mains, be very careful once again, and we're gonna connect this one. Okay, let's connect the battery, disconnect it to be safe 100%. Alright, so once again, we got minus, we got plus, and 2 connectors. Our touch switch is composed by this one is the load, in our case is the in2 pin, which is this one. So we're gonna connect our touch switch circuit pin, the green one, the thicker one, to the in2, which is the second pin. I'm gonna connect it, just twisted the wires. And I told you that this one is the plus, so it's gonna go to the plus of the battery and as well as the relay board. And the blue one, which is the minus, is gonna go to the other terminal far end, which is minus. Pretty simple, easy touch switch. You can make it home and you can plug in all your stuff. Alright, let's put it a little bit apart. Be very careful, nothing too touching. Alright, so it's pretty steady. Okay. Now we're gonna connect the thing with plus facing this one. Alright, let's test it without the load. Okay. Boom. On, off, on, off. See the LED here? On, off, on, off. Okie dokie. Now let's plug into the mains. Fucking hell, I'm getting nervous every time. Alright. So we got the LED bulb, we got the touch switch connected. Fingers crossed, and here you go, folks. Here you go. It's working like a charm. Yes, yes. So we have made it, folks, to make an touch switch light at home with a relay board, a MOSFET, and a homemade touch screen. Thanks all for watching. In the meanwhile, thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Woohoo! No skill required. Yes, on off, on off, on off. See ya. No skill required. Out.